After NASA releasing the pictures from James Webb Telescope, there are a lot of talking happening about the space technologies and innovations. ISRO also have come up with its schedule for the future missions. Let's check out all these missions in UPSC perspective. I am Ashif Mahin. Welcome to Ekam IAS. In the announcement of ISRO, Gaganyaan mission was the highlight. So let's check out some more details about Gaganyaan mission in UPSC perspective. ISRO have published their third scientific mission schedule, in which they specified missions like Space Observatory, ExpoSat, Aditya L1, Gaganyaan mission, and some plans for their future space station. Let's check out how all these missions are connected together and what are the important points you need to understand when it comes to UPSC exams. Before we go into Gaganyaan or space docking experiment, we need to understand the big picture. What is the big picture here? India have plans to set up a space station just like International Space Station but smaller than that in the space by 2030. In order to do that, or before doing that, we need to have some technology in our hand so that this is achievable. Out of those technologies, important part is to have a technology to take humans into space and bring them back. So by making human space travel safe and secure, we can have sustainable presence of humans in space. So Gaganyaan mission is the mission which we choose to have humans in space. Even the Gaganyaan mission to work, we need to have some new technologies. First, we need a launch vehicle which is rated which is human rated, and second one, we need a crew escape system to ensure safety of the astronauts. Then we have to have an habitable orbital module in which the crew can sustain a space travel. Then life support system should be there in place and training for the crew and other members should be there. So how ISRO is achieving all these goals? The first one, human rated launch vehicle. In order to do that, we have chosen our vehicle called GSLV Mark III. It's a satellite launch vehicle technology which we are having, which will be modified into human rated level. So that is the first thing. So the launch vehicle for Gaganyaan mission is GSLV Mark III or LVM3 it is called. Second, we need to have a crew escape system. For that, ISRO is conducting abort missions. So what is this abort missions? So you might have seen in movies like Titanic and all, the big ships will have lifeboat, and this fighter jet everything have ejector seat. Similar concept will be adopted to space launch vehicles so that the pod in which the crew members are sitting can be ejected out using fast combusting booster rockets. So ISRO is planning to conduct this abort mission in the third quarter of this year. Apart from having crew escape system, we need to have habitable orbital module. The picture is what you are seeing here. This is called a habitable orbital module in which the crew members will be taking the space travel. Then we need to have life support system. In order to attain the life support system and all, we use a half humanoid robot called Vyomamitra. The Vyomamitra will give reports and it will evaluate the feasibility of our life support system, so that the Vyomamitra is included in the 2 unmanned flight of Gaganyaan mission. Next one is the crew selection and training program which we are doing with association with Russia. In order to have a space station up in the air, you need to have some more technologies to do that. That is SPADX, short form for Space Docking Experiment. So what is this about? You know, International Space Station is a big satellite having different modules. So in a modular form, part by part, we take the instruments, every part of this space station up into the lower Earth orbit. Then it is kind of locked together to form the International Space Station. The same concept we are expected to adopt in case of our own space station. For that, we need to ensure that we have a working space docking system. For that, ISRO is planning to conduct space docking experiments as well. Some more points you need to understand based on the Gaganyaan mission. One is, it is India's first indigenous human space flight program, and in this program there will be 2 unmanned flight and 1 human space flight, and this is a technology demonstration as well, after which we will be planning to have sustainable human presence in the space. In this mission, we are expected to have 3 Indian astronauts participating, out of which 1 will be a woman. This space expedition is expected to go up to an altitude of the low Earth orbit, that is 300 to 400 kilometers away from the surface, and it will be for 5 to 7 days. It's a short mission, and the launch vehicle we will be using is GSLV Mark III. Other missions come up with the announcement is XPOSAT. It is a successor to Astrostat, XPOSAT, which is a successor to Astrostat, which is a space observatory India is having, which will be studying cosmic X-rays to have an understanding of deep space. And next mission is Aditya L1 mission, which is a mission intending to study the sun. It's the first mission of that kind by India, and the L1 represents the Lagrange point 1. What are Lagrange points we have discussed in our previous video. Next mission got a mentioning is Chandrayaan 3 program, which is a land rover mission in moon, and these missions we will discuss in future. And here are the pictures of XPOSAT, Chandrayaan 3 and Aditya L1. So the L1 Lagrange point, which is shown here in the picture, the position of Aditya L1 will be here, which is 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth's surface. Let's try to solve this model question. Give your answers in the comment box. The answer to this question, detailed explanation and material will be available in our Telegram channel. The link will be there in the description box. If you find this video interesting, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.